life is in seasons, and there are different seasons and phases that you will have to go through as an individual so that you can effectively plan for these seasons in your life. So the first season we said is the morning season of your life, and that's the stage where you are supposed to be learning. So that's between the age of 0 to 25. It doesn't mean you will not learn in the afternoon, in the evening, or in the night, but it just means that by the time you are 25, you must have learned the basics of life. You must have understood your purpose. You must have understood your assignment. You must have some skills and training and certification and ability to be able to earn. You must have something you can take into the marketplace to exchange for money. Then the afternoon season of your life is that age of 26 to 50. And during this afternoon season of your life is that season where you earn. It's your earning stage. You're supposed to be earning. So if you don't do well in the morning to have what it takes to earn in the afternoon, then you use afternoon to be learning, and then it messes up the trajectory of your life. And we also said that afternoon is where you marry, is where you give birth to all your children, and afternoon is where you exit, the rat race of depending on salary, and exit the season of depending on other people taking care of you. By the age of 50, you shouldn't be a tenant. You should be a landlord. You shouldn't be giving birth to children. You shouldn't be talking of getting married. You shouldn't be talking of struggling or waiting for salary before you can do things in your life. By then, you should have a clear picture of your retirement, because the new retirement is actually you retiring young and retiring early. So you can retire from anything from age 30 to 50. And you continue to work, not because you are working for money, but you are just working to make an impact and to make a difference in your world. So let's continue as we go into the evening. So the evening season is the next 25 years of your life, and that's between the ages of 51 and 75. Age 51 and 75. That's the turning stage and turning and mentoring stage. So in this evening, you are supposed to be turning around to be mentoring the next generation. You are not supposed to be tormenting the next generation. You're supposed to be mentoring the next generation. But unfortunately, like I said last week, when people don't manage their morning very well, by the time they get to the evening, they are struggling. And then they begin to torment their children. They become a burden upon their children. Your children are not your retirement plan. And the earlier we get that into our mind and into our spirit, the better for us. So those of you that are giving birth to children now, just giving birth, thinking that when you will grow old, they will now come and take care of you. That's already a warped mindset. It's those kind of mindset that is keeping Africa where we are, perpetuating poverty, perpetuating error. Because we are institutionalizing error and making error cultural. We are making poverty cultural. So you are giving birth to children not because you love children. You are giving birth to children not because you have to, but because you need to. Because you think that if I take care of them, they will now take care of me when I'm old. No. Those kind of thinking messes up a lot of things. That's why many of us have children that we cannot take care of. How do you in this 21st century be giving birth to 5 children? Say, I love children. If you love children, go and adopt the ones that have been left, as orphans through battles and war and pestilence and sicknesses and disease, that their parents have died through one thing or that. Go and adopt them and take care of them instead of you bringing more. And we keep complaining, population explosion. One of the threats of the end time is population explosion. Population explosion, the level of explosion. Nigeria right now, the population is dangerous. I'm telling you. Before you know it, Lagos, we have 50 million people in this Lagos. Nigeria, 350 million people, just around the corner here. Many people are young. They will still begin to marry and have children. So you have to give birth to children that you can take care of. So please, let's be careful. So in the evening, you are between the age of 51 to what? To 75. 51 to 75. That's the evening of your life. So you are turning around. You are mentoring the next generation. You are turning around. You are impacting the next generation. You are not tormenting the next generation. You are not impeding the next generation. Because that's what's happening right now to a lot of people. Black tax. There is a lot of impediment coming from the pressure of the parents, impediment coming from the pressure of the senior ones, even depending on their younger ones. Is it not you that God bless? Don't you know that God bless you because of us? What? Are you fighting God? You can't go and collect your portion. So once you are in this season of your life, you should not be struggling. And this is the season of retirement that people are used to. That by 75 they will have retired. So a lot of people are working for 30 years, 35 years, 40 years, so that when they retire, they will now have money. And guess what? By the time you get to this evening, you're already tired. You are too tired to do a lot of things that you should have done. So I know a lot of people that say, oh, when I retire, I will now go and start a business. Why must you retire before you start the business? By the time you now retire, they give you money. You don't even know anything about business. You now end up retiring with money, but you don't know what to do. Do you know how many people call me, contact me regularly? Hey, I've retired. I have 5 million. What can I do? I have 2 million. And what do you think I can do? So you went through life for 35 years. They don't give you the pension and gratuity now. You don't know what to do. Why? Because you were earning. You were not learning. I've said it over and over again. You work to learn. You don't work to earn. If you are working to earn and you are learning nothing, by the time you retire, you will have learned nothing. Even if they give you the money, somebody that has a higher level of wisdom will collect the money from you, and before you know it, high blood pressure, hypertension, stroke, and death. That will not be your portion in Jesus' name. So this is the season. But you see, a lot of people are in this evening, and things are not okay. I remember a few weeks ago, we were to get some drivers for our car services, and then as I was about to leave the office, my wife was to interview one of the drivers, and I saw an elderly guy looking old that was about to enter. So I said, sorry, are you the driver? So I came in, I said, babe, this is the driver. I said, this is an old man. I said, can you do this job? So I said, how old are you? He said, 54. How old am I? 54. So he's my age mate. He wants to come and do driver. There's nothing wrong with him. He's a good guy, good job, but I'm just saying, 54. So I said, are you sure you are strong? You can say, I can. I say, you are sure? So because you know you are 54, so you already know that this is not a charity organization. You are here to work. Not that you say, I'm tired, my back is because of age. No, you know. But do you think that when he was young and he was a teenager and they asked him, what's your dream for the future? Being a driver at the age of 54 was part of the plan? Life happens. And that's why you need to have a plan. Sometimes the fact that you have a plan does not mean everything will work according to plan. You know, all these things, first of all, God is our source. All this is, we depend on God. They will now have the plan, because the Bible said the horse is prepared for the day of battle. Victories of the Lord, but prepare the horse. So all this is just preparing the horse. But life happens. I remember years ago, let me see. Okay. Yeah, I moved into my house in 2008. So this is 2024. 2008, 2010, that's 2 years. You know, mathematics had me. The only money I think counts. 2010, 2020, 2024, that's 16 years, yeah. I moved into my house 16 years ago. When I moved into that house 16 years ago, so let's do mathematics. I'm 54 now, minus 16. Because I know I wasn't up to 40. So I'm 30, I was 30, I think 38 or something. So I was not 40 years old yet when I moved into that. I knew I was not up to 40 when this thing happened. So I came home one day where I outsourced the security of the house to this security company. So they put uniform people at the gate and all this. So I came home one day, and the guys that were there, they have said that one of them has resigned. They sent somebody temporarily. They're going to send somebody else. So I came back. I was not 40 yet. And I came back, and as I was hooting the horn, this guy opened the gate, and he was shaking like that, shaking. So I was wondering. I looked at it and said, I entered wrong house. Is this my house? The guy was on uniform, shaking. So immediately I got inside, and now came and said, Papa, how are you? You are welcome. Who are you? Say, I'm lawyer, sir. Yes, sir, I'm lawyer. I'm the one they say. I say, you can't do the job. Say, no, Biafra, Ecomog. How old are you? 67, 67 strong. I say, sir, I say, you can't stay here. Say, Oga, I salute. I'm lawyer. I say, look, you know if you stay here. It's not possible. So just let them send somebody else. Because I'm now thinking, so somebody that is my father's age will now be at the gate, opening gates for me. How will I be able to feel good at 30 something? You want 68-year-old man, they gates. Do you know the age difference? If you bomb me now, so I'll be sleeping, and it's as if my father is at the gates. I psychologically, as the Gen Z will say, for my mental health. It was not good for my mental health. So I had to call them to send him a but question. When that man was 20, and people gathered and they discussed of their plans for the future, do you think that part of his future dream was that when he was 67, he will be a gate man for a boy that is young enough to be his child? No, that is what we are talking about. God forbid, God forbid, God forbid. There are many things that God forbid that your life has permitted, that your actions are permitted, that your ignorance are permitted, that your habits are permitted. Many things where God forbid, but we are so religious. Religion has messed us up. God forbid, it's not my portion. It's not my portion. Just the play. You will see that it's your portion when you don't do what you're supposed to do. So, this stage is not the time for you to be looking for money. It's not the time for you to be giving birth to children. It's not the time for you to be sitting down in somebody's office waiting for contract. It's not the time for you to be waiting for somebody, for children to send money for you to eat. So you don't have money to eat if they don't send money. If it's not this breast that you suck, Chinedu. If it's not this breast, we don't only suck breast. Did your husband not suck the breast? Why are you calling on children they suck breast? All these witchcraft and breast that just forget all that witchcraft and stop deceiving your children with all these things. He suck breast and so what? Now he born himself. Nobody you born now. He has to come to this world. Are you not the one that brought him into the world? So you brought him into the world. You now want to kill him again. It's witchcraft. So let's plan our life well. That's what I say. And then all of you that are young now, even if you don't hear me, hear the experience you have seen. At least you have father, you have mother, you have parents, you have friends, you have their parents. Check people's life. Watch their life. Let it become a lesson to you. That, that's something that will not happen. That's something. Learn from the experience of people that have gone ahead of you. Do you know that there's no pension here? Say a pension. Do you know how much they are paying people for pension? Money that cannot even buy one bag of rice. Is that what you want to wait for 35 years to collect? And then you go and queue. And then they'll say they are doing revalidation. You go to Abuja, people will be coming with drip and coming with Abba. No. So if you don't plan your life for you, nobody will plan it for you. A governor will do 4 or 8 years and he'll be collecting money forever. Car, house. You will work for 35 years, they'll be paying you useless money. You'll be going on strike. Lecturer, doctor, going on strike. You see politicians go on strike? Even if you do local government chairman 4 years, you are sorted for life because they are all stealing the entire future, stealing us blind. And next election, I go still vote for them. Let's move on to evening. Move on to the night. So the final season is the night. That's the resting stage between the age of 76 and about once you are 76, you're supposed to just be chilling father, Baba chilling. Just they chill out, they enjoy life, go on a global tour. Just they chill out, country to country, go for resort, relax. You know, take sip pina colada, veggie colada. You take chapma, take mocktail. Be taking all kinds of mocktail and be taking salad, all kinds of grains, and just be enjoying yogurts. Be enjoying just a cruising life. And then just go and greet your grandchildren. How are you guys doing? Just drop something for them, move on. And just be chilling. Not that at 75, you are queuing for welfare. Do you understand? These are things you should be provoked today to say, no, I refuse to be a victim. So, because let me tell you something, I repeat again, nobody is planning your life for you. There is no security, social security. I'm telling you, all this retirement, there is nothing, all this pension plan, say fraud. There is nothing for you. So you better plan your life by yourself and not wait for somebody to plan it for you. So everybody is expected to start planning their retirement from the day they get their first job. When you are born, you start planning for death. So the same way you start planning for death once you are born is the same way you should be planning for retirement from the day you get your first job. So ideally, if you are in a good environment, in a good society, you have a good family, good community, by the age of 15, you should have started earning money through summer jobs. So maybe you are working, summer jobs, your father's office, your mother's office, your cousin, every holiday period, you should be doing holiday jobs. So once you are a teenager, and you hit age 15, even if you may be 12, 13, 14, 15, no problem. But max by age 15, if your parents have not opened an account for you before, you should be able to say, Daddy, Mommy, come and help me open accounts. And in these days of fintech, you can open your own accounts with financial technological company, open account by age 15. You should have a bank account. You should begin to do all the day jobs, begin to do summer jobs, no matter, there's no menial jobs. So don't say, I can't do that kind of job. No, there are no menial jobs, only menial minds. You should begin to volunteer so that you are already understanding the way the marketplace works. You are making some little money, doing some buy and selling there, getting some commission there, helping out with different places. Go and do 2 weeks work. Go and begin to learn different things, learn sewing, learn hairdressing, learn makeup, learn fashion, learn all kinds of stuff, learn baking. Begin to, that's why by August, we had the series, Emerge. For things we are doing a match every year. We equip you, we do skill acquisition, we equip you. Alimusho ASAP skill acquisition program, we equip you, we give grants. So begin to take advantage. They are teaching you Scrum Master, they are teaching you coding, they are teaching you graphic. Begin to learn as a teenager, as a young person. You start earning, because the day you get your first employment, which should be anywhere between the age of 20 to 25. Max should be 25. By age 25, you should have graduated from anything, including masters, if that's what you want to do, and you should start earning. So if you start earning at age 25, apart from all the other ones you are doing from age 15 to 24, which is already 10 years old, if you start from 15 doing summer job, all day job, all this I've said, by 25, you have done 10 years of, you are understanding the market, you are making money. So from age 25, you should start planning your retirement. So if you start work at 25 and you are planning to retire at 50, you have 25 years in front of you. 25 years in front of you. So imagine that you do that, and every 5 years you have one house. By the time you are 50, you have 5 houses. Or every year you are buying 1 plot or 1 acre, land banking. Every year, or every 5 years, or so by the time you are 50, you should have at least 10 or 20 acres scattered in different places, that when you even sell the land alone, you are sorted out for life. Instead of you just depending on salary, say you are doing one pension scheme. So, nobody grows young, everybody grows old. Nobody grows young, everybody grows old. The day you wake up like this, morning has started. Every day, life has started. There's no rehearsal. So let's look at this global statistic. The global research statistic. A research was carried out years ago, and it has been repeated in all the continents globally with the same results. 100 people chosen at the age of 20 were monitored for 40 years until they were 60 to see the outcome of their life's journey, especially as it relates to their financial status. This is the report card. 1% of them were financially free. 1%. 4% of them were extremely rich and wealthy. So if you had number 1 and 2, it means only 5% of them were really doing well. This is the reality of life. Number 3 says 5% were still working and struggling to make ends meet. 36% of them have died. 56% of them were broke, penniless, indebted, and dependent on their children, relatives, and the government. And this is the reality of many people. My father is here, and I know that there are many people that are his age mates that have died. There are many people that are his age mates that they all retired together. And many times he'll be talking, do you remember that, my friend? He has gone. No. Do you remember this one? They call us. We are going for this and that. Do you remember? So you find out that many people die. Many of you sitting out here right now, people you did, even some of you, people you did primary school with, they have died. People you did secondary school with, they have died. Just 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I was compiling a list of some VIP that wanted to invite for the 35th anniversary. And as I was going through my phone, I was seeing, dead. Many people that have died between COVID and now. Many pastors, some of them are younger than me, some of them are older than me. So every time you have to be, you have no choice but to know that this life, your life is in the hand of God. So some of them have died, but some of them are broke. Many of you are sitting here right now, you are in your 70s. So you have been around. So look back 40 years ago. People you started with 40 years ago, many of them have died. Many of them are broke. Many of them are depending on their children. So these are the realities. That's why you need to plan your retirement. So those of you that are young now, you will look at this and say, oh, God forbid, God forbid. Please stop all this religious nonsense. God forbid is not a prayer. God forbid is not a statement of faith. Hello? God forbid is an exclamation out of confusion. It's an exclamation without clarity. I've just done a series on faith. Faith does not deny fact, but faith goes with a plan. What is the plan? God forbid. What's the plan for what you are forbidding not to happen? God forbid, I will not fail. I will not fail. Lecture, you did not go. Exam, you didn't prepare for. You say you not fail. You go fail. F9. Go fail. Hello? So, this is the reality. Now, let's begin to look into how then do I successfully plan my retirement? How then do I successfully plan for my retirement? So, number one, start early. Start early. Start early. I've just released a new book, Ministers, Mistakes, and Ministry, and it's going to be given to everyone that registered. The book is 600 and over 600 pages. I think 611 or 621 pages. It's over 600 pages and very massive book. So it's going to be, the book alone is 50,000 naira. So in the book, chapter 1 is on the secret of my journey. In the introduction, I spoke about my salvation experience, how I got born again, how I received the call of God, my journey. And then in chapter 1, I dealt with the secrets of my journey, what I consider to be the things that has helped me in my own journey. And I itemized them. And the number one thing I wrote there is starting early. The opportunity and the privilege to discover God early. I'm just 54 and I'm celebrating 35 years in ministry. Why? Because I started out, got born again as a teenager. As a teenager, I've started ministry. I've been doing campus outreach, village outreach since I was a teenager. Even before I became a pastor, I've written books. As a teenager. I've written like 7 books as a teenager, published 2 already. As a teenager, I published my first book. I've done track, done crusade, all kinds of stuff. Been involved in church planting, local church planting, even as a teenager, before I became a pastor. So listen and listen well. Start early. Because no matter what, if you start early, you have an opportunity to be able to rectify things. Think about it. Start early. We bought this land 23 years ago. Imagine that it's now that you're now saying, okay, we are no more rent. You want to go and look for land. We bought this land 23 years ago. So imagine that 23 years ago, you bought 10 plots for yourself and your family at 70,000. And you fenced it. Let's say you and your wife, even if you borrowed money from bank and you bought it now, a plot is 40 million. 40 million times 10, 400 million. Think about it. Imagine now, say you get 400 million. You and your family get 400 million as in a day, so 400 million. Ha! You go say Nigeria bad. You will know that Nigeria is good. You are 400 million. That's just 10 plot of something that you invested 700,000 into. But that 23 years ago, 700,000 was what you used to buy the car that you were using to carry that second girl that became your second wife, that kill your 2 children and ruin your life and poison you. You see how your life don't work out now? You bought that car 700,000. When you should have bought 10 plots. So start early. That's the way. Start early. Whether it's savings, you are saving early. Because if you need 25 years to achieve something, if you start at 40, that means it will happen at 65. If you start at 30, it will happen at 55. If you start at 20, it will happen at 45. So the earlier you start, if we all need 25 years, if you start early, it means by 45 you are good. By 50 you are good. By 60 you are good. But many of you, is when you now retire at that 65 that you now want to start the journey. You go come die inside. You go come say that devil. No, start early. Tell your neighbor, start early. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something like that. Every one of you stand up, rise up on your feet. Go and tell 7 people, start early. So go around, waka, so that you spread blood. Go around. 7 people, start early. Start early, go around. Number 3, start early. Number 4, start early. Choir, oh yeah, you too. Number 5, start early. Number 6, start early. Ministers, all of you, go around. Start early. If you have not started, start now. If you have started, be serious about it. Hallelujah. Praise God. Praise God. Be seated. Start early. Let's be seated now. Start early. Start early. You don't do. Let's be seated. Number 2, choose your retirement age. That's the new retirement. Choose your retirement age. The new retirement is a concept that has been pushed to the front burner for people to take responsibility for their retirement and take their destiny into their own hands. The concept of retirement was started, I think it was in Germany. Yeah, I think it's Germany. They started it, and in those days, the mortality rate of people was 45. The life expectancy was 45, 50. So people were dying early. So because they did not want to pay anything, they knew that people would die. They now say, okay, be putting money aside though, that when you are 65, you will now retire. The plan was that everybody will have died. So it's not that they planned it for you. The plan was that, okay, by 40, they will not die. 45, they don't die. All that money that they save, we will now use it to continue to build the economy. That's the plan. So it's not that they are planning retirement because the government loves you. No. Retirement scheme is a plan for people that lack financial intelligence. So when they realize that one did not work, they now say, okay, you'll be putting money, then the company will put money, contributory pension. And why? They are saying that, look, all these people, the way they are growing now, they refuse to die. They are 65, 70. If they now retire now, they are going to be a liability on us. So if we tell them to save, they will not save. If we tell them to invest, they will not invest. So let's force them. Let's make it a policy. So retirement scheme in any nation is a plan and a program that the government of the nation puts in place to deliver themselves from foolish people, from people that lack financial intelligence, so that you will not be a burden to them in the future. So they say, by force, collect money from his salary. By force, Epa had small. You too had something. So that when they get to that point, they won't depend on us. That's why no matter what you do, that pension, they will not give you. Even when you say you are old, they will say, come and collect 25. The pension is for you to now be collecting small till you die. Small. They will now be paying you like small salary. So think of it right now. Many people have retired now. Their pension is 45,000. That's what they are collecting. And one diabetic drug is 150. You're already diabetic, you are using a different high blood pressure drug. So all the drugs you need is already 200, and you are collecting 45. Why wouldn't you trouble your children? Why would you trouble your children? Think of it. Because the thing with pension is not going to help you if you don't plan your life. So the new retirement is you. Choose your retirement age. So I tell everybody, choose 40. Maximum choose 50. Anything above 50, you're already planning. Your plan is already wrong. Your plan is wrong, because if you plan 50, if everything goes scatter, at least you have 10 years to see make it to 60. Not that you'll be planning 65 and be thinking you still have time. No. So the new retirement now, depending on how old you are, you should tell yourself, by the time I'm 40, by the time I'm 40, I remember in those days on campus, by the time I'm 40, I'm going to be a multi. By the time I'm 40, I'm going to be a multi. So, very, very important. Extremely important. The new retirement. Choose your retirement age. Number 3, identify your future needs. Identify your future needs. What are the things you will need in that future? And let me tell you something. Life is lived forward but understood backward. So the way to understand the future is to study past pattern. Don't just be talking future. My future is bright. My future is bright. Please. This thing gets me angry. Let's stop all this religious nonsense. Your future is bright. Which bright future? Did you not sing the song 10 years ago? My future is bright. I will get there. 10 years later, is it bright? There is no bright future anywhere. The future you create is the future you inhabit. You get bright future. Who go create the future? You are here doing nothing about the future. You come on enter future. How can you enter a house you didn't build or buy? You want to enter future. Did you create the future? The future is a concept. The future is an ideology. Today is yesterday's future. Today is the tomorrow you spoke about yesterday. So that future you're talking about is an ideology. So if you want to say, babe, you need to understand, I've got prospered. My future is bright. No, don't worry, I'm going to take care of you. Anybody that says they will take care of you in future, that they have a prospect, to know that the bro has prospect, let's check his past Let's check his antecedent. Let's check his pattern. You get prosper. What have you been doing the last 10 years? If you have been doing the right thing the last 10 years, I can see a pattern that I can entrust myself to. Not that God is in control. It is well. Don't worry, it shall be well. No. Hello? So identify your future need. So if you look at your past need, your present need, it can help you to anticipate your future need. So for instance, if you are retiring, you don't have house. So future need is house. That's why you should quickly work out accommodation to be sure you are a landlord before you are even 50. Then future needs is food. You will eat forever. So you should have something that will be taking care of accommodation, feeding. Future need is clothing. Future needs that many people don't anticipate is health. Health. Because for many people now, they plan, but they didn't plan for sickness. They didn't plan for stroke. They didn't plan for high blood pressure. They didn't plan for kidney problem. They didn't plan for anything. They didn't plan for prostrate. They didn't plan for accidents. And of course, we are not God. We don't know it all. So you plan, but God is the one that will determine what happens at the end of the day. So what are we saying? You must identify your future needs. So it's better for you to think of, and guess what? Another future need is dependent to. I hope you know now that grandparents are becoming parents again. The children you have raised that you did not empower, they are now giving birth to children, dropping the children with you because they are struggling. Say, mommy, daddy, what are all the children doing? Yeah, my son has been suffering. He and his wife, they don't have a job. So we just say, let's help them. So the children are here. They are trying to look for a job. Can you imagine? Grandparents are facing that now. Inside that, your retirement money, now you go to settle boys where you raise, they are not bringing anything to the table. The one where you get, they go still come collect. And these are the realities of Africa, the realities of the world. You have children that are returning home to live with you in the house, and you are in Bande, and they'll be online. You are in Bande, bandwagon, bandits, abandon. They'll come, take Bande on Jen. Say, I need Jen. I need to go online. I have a Zoom meeting. Shut up. Zoom meeting. You are not paying rent. Zoom meeting. You are back in your parents' house. So that is part of what you should be thinking of, future needs. Children that will end up coming back home. Now you'll be taking care of your grandchildren again and plus children. These are the realities, my people. These are the realities. Number 4, let's close with that. Develop a savings plan for your retirement. Develop a savings plan for your retirement. Last year, I took you on a series. Every October I do a series like that. So last year, I took you on a series. This is 3 years ago or 2 years ago, we did Japa. Before you joined the Japa bandwagon, then we did redefining education. And then we did developing a savings culture. Now we are doing retirement planning. So now listen. In that developing a savings culture, part 1 to 4, I spoke extensively about savings. So if you didn't come to church that time, or you came, go back to my YouTube channel, go back to church YouTube channel, go and check developing a savings culture, part 1 to 4. Because you need to now develop a savings plan for your retirement. I can't do another series on savings here. But if you don't save, you are not safe. What you save today will save you tomorrow. So savings is sacrosanct. You need to save a minimum of 10 to 20% of your income. You need to save money so that you have at least 6 to 8 months of your living expenses saved up in cash. But yeah, we are talking about developing a saving plan for your retirement. So there are a lot of schemes, retirement accounts, retirement savings accounts, pension scheme, all kinds that are available that you can explore if you don't know what to do. But I will tell you what will never fail. Real estate. Real estate. So be saving money. And as you are saving, be putting it into land. Land banking can be your most secure retirement plan. Land banking, real estate. You do land banking and then you do houses. So as you are doing land banking, so if you start at the age of 25 and say, okay, for the next 10 years, I'm going to be buying 1 plot every year that I can afford. 1 plot every year. And every land I buy, I leave it for 3 to 5 years minimum. By the time you do that for 10 years, you are still living with your parents, or you are just managing life. By the time you do it for 10 years and you are 35, you will have some of those land that you can sell and buy or build a house in that same city or that same state. So if you sell those land, you now begin to move it into rental property. So you move from land banking to rental property. And then if you now do that for another 15 years, by the time you are now 45, you should have at least 3 or 4 houses that are producing money for you. So imagine now that you are in Nigeria now. You say economy bad, economy bad, economy bad. And then you have 5 houses. And those 5 houses, the tenants are paying 5 million per annum. So every year you are getting 25 million from rent alone. Ask yourself, how can you say you are poor? No matter the economy. So if you are making 25 million from rent alone, and you put another 5 million, you done all your covenant obligation, you 25 million, you pay tithe, you do offering, you do club 50, you do power partner, you separate money for welfare, you do everything. All those ones don't go past 5 million, 10 million. You don't even go reach 10 million, depending on what. Then you now put another 5 million again into another investment again. You will have at least 12 million that you can be collecting 1 million every month as salary from that house. Every month you are collecting 1 million as upkeep. So all you need is 12 million per annum for yourself. You know you are retired now, no responsibility, only you. You are just cruising along, 1 million per month. Think of somebody that now houses where they are paying 10 million per annum, and you have 10 of that. Or houses where the houses are now abroad. Every month you are now getting $1,000 and you get 10. So every month you are doing $10,000 per month. 16 million every month. So are you seeing how people plan their life? These are the realities, so that you will not be wondering why things are the way they are. So, well, I have to close here. Next week, Sunday, we'll wrap it up. Let's bow down our heads. And as you bow down your heads, I want you to pray just one prayer before the man of God takes over to pray for us. Just one prayer is your prayer. Lord, I receive grace to apply this message in my life. Pray in the name of Jesus. Bow down your heads and pray that prayer. Lord, I receive grace to apply this message.